I just have one last question I want to ask each of you. How much do you expect to spend on your campaigns? We could start with Paul.
Well, it all depends. I've put in $20,000 of my own money. It all depends if I'm in the runoff. I'll probably exacerbate all that. It's probably $30,000. And the thing is that I cannot be bought. The one thing that's really troubling, do I have several minutes? What's troubling to me is when I went to yesterday to get some gas at a Chevron on Milton Road, and Rick, the person who owns, him and his brother owns that, and they're of Indian descent, I said, what are you doing having Teresa Tomlinson signs out there? He says, well, Paul, you can have it for $20. I said, $20? He says, yeah, $20 per sign. I said, that's what Teresa paid. And I said, you got to be kidding me. He says, well, since we're friends, we'll make it 10. And so I said, no, you got to be kidding me. I said, that isn't the way it goes. He says, well, you know, people pay into your campaign, and that's the way it goes. He says, well, that's the way of conducting business. And I'm thinking, like, no, this is the wrong thing. This is the wrong intent. You do not go out and buy a person's vote. You don't buy a person's placement of a sign nowheres, right? And that's the problem that we have in America, is because people are getting money from the, like in Teresa's situation, and she can respond to this, $400,000 goes to legal and consulting fees, no bid, gentleman's agreement, city council, Wayne votes on it each and every time, every year, like clockwork. There's no bid like any other thing, right? And that's going to stop on my account as the next mayor, because it ain't going to be the good old buddy thing, right? And that's what's happening, and it's destroying.
Okay, I think you've answered the question.
No, we get 3 minutes.
No, the question was how much.
Okay. Yes, sir. And so
you answered
yes,
that.
Sir,
So let's go on to Mr.
I just want to let
Baker.
people know that I cannot be bought. Okay.
Okay.
And paid for.
This is why I love our campaign. We have been campaigning hard together for probably about a year, and I really do have the respect of my opponents and respect for them as well. The question was how much?
How much? Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have probably spent short of $100,000. I do know we have not spent that. Should there be a runoff, we expect to spend probably about $25,000 would be able to make us victorious in a runoff. One thing I'd like to say on that and how we've spent our money and how we would continue to spend our money, even though we may not have raised as much, we have done more with less. And I believe that the efficiency can be seen in my campaign and also can kind of foretell and give everybody a clue that as I run the government as mayor, I will bring this same efficiency with being able to do more with less as your next mayor.
Okay, Mr. Anthony.
$120,000.
Ms. Tomlinson.
My hand to God, I have never paid a penny to put my signs anywhere. Period. I have, I have to address that. We will be spending probably about $150,000 to $160,000 on the campaign in its totality. We've raised more than that. A great deal of it has been in kind. Where people have allowed us to use equipment of theirs, for instance, such as post hole diggers without charge. We, of course, report for each and every entry. We have had over 700 people, I think it's 750 people, contribute to the campaign. I'm incredibly proud of that because our object in this campaign was to create whole new constituencies. I believe that Columbus is breaking out of an old school model that it's had for very many years of a city being controlled politically by 10 to 12 constituencies. We set out as our objective to create a new model. Yeah, it was $150,000 to $160,000 was the answer. And so we have used that money to do that, and I think the face of Columbus politics will never be the same. I think it's a new day.
Right. Well, I want to thank every one of you for a great discussion today, and I really appreciate all of you coming here for this. It's been a fantastic day, so thank you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Joe, we need to go to off camera. Thank you for what the Ledger is doing. I know this is a tough time in the print media, and